The year was 2077. Political tensions were high in the ongoing Sino-American War, and on a fateful October 23rd, that tension was broken by fire in the sky. Scorched by nuclear Armageddon, the United States of America was reduced to a wasteland. Those left alive on the surface had to contend with mutated monsters, the likes of which the world had never seen. But hope persevered in the inhabitants of the wastes. Thanks in part to the exploits of a certain vault dweller, civilization was slowly but surely returning, with the new government known as the New California Republic, or NCR, beginning to muster resources. Flash forward to the year 2281. The wasteland had become, well, still not great by any stretch of the imagination, but surprisingly bearable. There were societies, businesses, cultures. Just try to ignore the rampant drug use and bands of murderous fiends. One spot in particular remained relatively untouched by the apocalypse altogether. The glistening gem of the Mojave, the city of New Vegas. See, turns out before the bombs dropped, the CEO of the robotics company Robco, Mr. House, had been operating a casino in Las Vegas, the Lucky 38, and he could tell nuclear war was on the horizon. As such, he invested as much as he could, fortifying Vegas to protect it from assailment. It actually worked pretty well. Vegas was spared most of the destruction and remained a haven for the wealthy and powerful, with Mr. House himself attaining pseudo-immortality via a specialized sealed chamber that allowed him to broadcast via monitor screens and control his own personal army of Securitron robots. But there was one last thing he needed, the Platinum Chip, a specialized data storage unit he never got the chance to use that would upgrade his Securitrons and get the factories churning out more. It was lost during the war, but now, hundreds of years later, it had been found. Mr. House hired 6 couriers, each carrying a different package to throw off potential saboteurs, and soon enough the chip was en route back to him. And this is where the story of Courier 6 begins.